Turn down the phone. Turn on the volume on the phone. Who of them who not use their phone?
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. You don't know, FIWISPORTS TV. Here with your host Bujos King. Tonight we got Black Star again, Jiggy Dan, Sportfish Greg, and Unruly Boss Kush. No, sorry, Unruly God Kush.
It is right, it is right.
I hear too much nice. Somebody phone.
It is right.
Yeah, man, push mute up.
Alright, so tonight we're gonna discuss the international football that has been going on and all of them results. Yeah, yes, Greg, I will on him Argentina shirt there.
Jiggy, you can't see the logo?
Yeah, because I called out Greg last night for about Argentina. He put on his Argentina shirt, the extra small, extra petite. You know?
Medium.
It's medium.
No, no.
Well,
Yo, put the phone in the man, put the phone in pan.
Yes.
I must Black's houseful because Canada full of houseful. You know?
No. They have to give me a second. 1 second there. I'll be back.
What's
See them I tell you?
Yeah, just mute it. Yeah, I'm going. Bye.
Yeah, alright. Anyways,
Yeah, man.
where do we start? We're gonna start with the Ronaldo thing.
Yeah, no, I'm goal, Bojo, I'm goal. You know have to start with
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
there's no debate from my side. A goal.
Well, I don't think the debate is whether or not it's a goal. The debate is whether or not his reaction warranted so much criticism, or if he does deserve criticism at all. Right? That is the issue. For throwing down the captain armband and storming off the field after he scored the winner.
I think there should be some sort of criticism because regardless of what the linesman or the referee do or say, I mean that's your country. You can't throw down the armband like that.
Well,
some players take them things.
I agree with you, Bujo. I agree. That was childish.
Kush. Ronaldo is not some player. He's an idol, role model to enough. So
yeah.
he must live up to that.
No, not even idol. He's an icon.
Bojo.
Yeah.
Bojo, for him to go to that extent and throw down the arm, but they have to show say, yo, the goal, bro. You see me?
I agree, it's a goal. We're talking about the reactions, not the goal.
Yo, watch out! We have to make people them know the truth, you know. Bojo and Greg are Messi and Argentina fans, you know. Right? Before we say anything, we have to tell the truth first, right? Right? So we have to point out that you.
Hold on. Jiggy, the wickedest thing, you see if I did Messi, kick all the penalty, and the keeper all block and save it. Trust me. And Messi start ball. They can Bojo not say nothing.
No,
They can Bojo say nothing.
I don't want to tell like Messi. Didn't he get a red card now, like on Copa America, and you know them criticize Messi, or something like that?
Yeah, it was him and Vidal, the short youth from Chile.
All right.
Vidal. Yeah.
Go ahead, Greg. Defend your country.
Blacks is a neutral. Ask Blacks what's his opinion. Since me and Bujo bias, ask Blacks his opinion.
But me and Kush have this conversation already because, listen, the fact that it was a goal, that's clear. There's no argument about it. It was a goal. His reaction is the issue here. His reaction was one upset boy. You're frustrated. You don't take it out on your own self. If a person throwing in jersey, you throw on the armband, those things are symbol more than just for the player. We talk about that a while. The only player on the team who actually wear something that symbolizes they are special or they have some authority on the field is the captain. And the man throw on the captain armband and walk off the field. How could that be just out of frustration alone? That's a disrespect to your team. It's the same thing about throwing your jersey. It's a disrespect to your team. It's not about frustration. That.
All right, Blacks. What if that goal was a goal was supposed to put him country in the World Cup, put him country in a situation where, yo, you don't want anybody else to react. The man that just run, go back at the half line, no cuss, no show, no emotions. Only that say, yo, we'll make him a react. So.
Push. Honestly, if he had punched the referee, I would have had more sympathy for him. If he had punched the referee.
Really, Blacks? Really, Blacks?
Yes, man.
That's true.
Yo, it's the fact that, listen to me, that is a representation of your country, your jersey, your badge. That's why people kiss them back whenever they score a goal. That's why people hold up them jersey and them things.
That's right. Yeah.
Those things are symbols, and you don't disrespect symbols. That's why you can't. Jiggy, if you throw the American flag in my army right now, they'll kick me out of the army.
Probably.
You can't do those things. These are symbols. You can't disrespect them things like that. It's different.
True.
Yo, well, watch out. As you know that CR7 is the greatest baller we've ever seen. Let me just put that out there before I start, right? So we already know that. So we're not
That's true.
But what I'm going to say is that at first I never had an issue with it, but then I began to think about it more. And the only reason I didn't have an issue with it because he's my baller, and I didn't want to be biased. So should he have walked off the field and thrown on the armband? No, but break the flagpole or kick the backboard or something, But the game was still going on. There was still opportunity. I don't know how. It was only a short while longer.
No. The game done. The game blow off about 30 seconds after about 20 seconds.
It was a short while after. But I'm saying that I understand the frustration because it was a clear goal. And the other thing that I don't know if we should bring up here is I asked the question. That player, does the defender have a right to say the goal is scored or not because he saw when it scored? Is it cheating? Right? Is it cheating?
No, I don't think so.
It's not cheating. So if I am the defender and I watch the ball go over the goal it's not cheating.
You know what? Yes, sometimes I think what we do, we get to this point because we watch things on TV and we have benefit of slow motion and replay. Remember, these things happen so fast, man. And there was no replay.
Everybody
for the referee, for the linesman.
Everybody here plays football. When they go stop a ball, they know the ball past the line and not blocks. Let's be honest.
Again, that's not his job. His referee's job.
Okay.
The linesman's job to see it.
Okay, so that's his job.
Yeah, that's not his job.
All right. I just like
couple nights ago.
Yeah, example, Blacks.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Example, say Ronaldo no boom, jump and buck a ball, but he use him and buck it now goal, right? And then turn around to the referee.
Using him and buck it.
Yes. Like one shot guy from Argentina did.
Sportsmanship, right? It's him use him and untouch the ball in that goal. Bam.
Hands of God.
You don't think the players know, right? That's what should I say, all right, but we know a goal. Because he kick it back clearly from over the line.
Nah, man, the second greatest goal was scored in a World Cup our hands ball, man. I know what not talk about that.
Yes,
nobody against him.
Yes, Greg on the jersey.
The same game now. Maradona when him run through the entire English team and score and the hands of God goal. And them still go, but couple nights ago, the UConn woman basketball game. One time, everybody knows it was a foul.
Oh,
and
yeah, that game.
On social media saying, boy,
UConn versus Taylor.
Yeah. Look what the UConn court said. Him said, listen to me, so LeBron James is one of them who was jumping. And him said, so you tell me, LeBron James has never won a game that there was a foul at the end of it and it went the other way. These things happen in sports. And he has a right to be upset. And I think he should be mad like hell. How he went about it because he was mad. Was the only issue I have. Not that he's mad.
I think the name of the young lady, her name is Dejane. I don't remember her last name. But
however,
things happen in sports, it should not happen though, because they slapped her in the face and they slapped her on the arm, and the ball was short, and that was a clear foul. So when they say these things happen,
because she even get an elbow in her face.
In her face. That was like clear and obvious. This is not even there was referees there and everything.
And that is the benefit of replay when they can look up on it.
I saw it live, sir. And I saw that was a foul.
Yeah.
All right, next.
It was a foul. It was.
the goal score, them didn't call the goal, right? You remember, I think, was it Djokovic with the tennis thing where they, when him slapped the ball at the referee face, and it wasn't on purpose.
Yes, I remember that one.
You see, you have to learn to control the emotions in sports, regardless of the call go against you, or you have to control the emotions.
True.
No excuse for Ronaldo. I'm sorry.
Listen, the only sport that you self-regulate yourself is golf, which is my sport. That's what I play. I'm too old to play football now. I can't keep that to a young boy. But in golf, if you make a penalty, you call it on yourself.
I want the Tiger Blacks. I want the Tiger Blacks, man.
Apart from that, all is fair.
Yo, I say, yo, it's just a simple fact. Yeah, we see how him react, and he shouldn't react that way. We'll give him that. But trust me, just like even what Ricky said, even in a scrimmage, the regular Addy pick up a goal, them, man. You see me? A regular Addy pick up a goal, them.
All right, anyway.
Addy still pick up a goal, them.
No, Addy not come about you. No, stop calling Addy. Anyway, we go get off of this Ronaldo thing and talk about the international game, them.
Oh, yes.
Facts.
I did prefer to talk about. Not just Ronaldo fans, them want to beat the referee. You can't go in Argentina.
We are seeing England for last time. We are going England now.
I go Germany first.
God.
I want she and the fire tonight, though.
Well, she is on our side now. But we are two no.
3 years ago, when Germany got kicked out of the World Cup, Shane laid the blame at Mesut Ozil's feet. You know? And me tell him, say Germany was just not that as good as the 2014 Germany. They were in a transition phase, and the old players them just never do it again, and the new players them, when they expect so much from the young players them, they never reach that level yet, and they still not reach that level. You know, as a matter of fact, they haven't had a consistent squad since that they won that World Cup. Like they continue to change the players them, chop and change the squad. Matter of fact, hold on, coach. Hold on, to them see Joachim Low do something where we never see Germany play in years. Him go 3-5-2. That's not even a Germany formation. Germany don't play that. You know, over the years, the longest while, a 4-3-3 Germany I use. Today, go 3-5-2.
Oh, Travis,
but that's no excuse to lose to Macedonia.
What are the things? Eh? Remember, I just
Not Macedonia. Not Macedonia.
Remember, I just one thing.
I think that is a country, honestly. And I know all the countries.
No, man, Macedonia, you know. They just changed the name to North Macedonia. I don't know why, but Macedonia.
Honestly, every day I see the maps, I've never seen Northern Macedonia on the map. Honestly, I've never seen it.
In the map yet, man. If you map all, a new country.
Imagine that.
Nah, man. Macedonia.
I not say no, you know, but I've never seen Northern on the map.
Well, honestly, I never know, so them call them Northern Macedonia. I know them as Macedonia. Them about from in the 90s, man.
I know.
Yeah, when time we reach England, I see Travis statement. I respond to Travis statement.
Travis start madness tonight already?
Already.
What I'm saying, England club. Max Aaron's, I think they play for today, the under 21. We play for the under 21 today. Yeah, but Macedonia, boy, the brother will score the first goal for Germany. I don't watch the whole game, but Goran Pandev, I watch Goran Pandev from I watch football.
He's about 40, right?
But that's when most of them man still a play ball there.
The man like a factory, man.
You know, so you're rude. But him kill them off, and the Chelsea great to be Mr. Sitter to equalize the game.
Yo, but Greg, I said Germany have a good set of players right now. If you want to be honest, bro, Germany have a good set of players. I just don't know. You know, either he might take some of the ole drugs or he might do something.
What's the ole drugs?
Isn't it?
He might retire.
But them have a good set of players, brother.
Yo,
Them have a good set of players.
Confed Cup. Go ahead, Buju. Go ahead.
Something what Greg said earlier when we want to address. Zine, Greg said, Low get kicked out of the World Cup early and whatever, and them try to blame Brazil. And the young players, they good enough them in a transition. I disagree. Because before World Cup was Confed, right? And they used that under 23 team and win the Confed. So
Would it be?
True.
Yo, we got that.
True.
During the Confederation Cup, we are having a discussion that Germany could put out could field two different 11 and still win the Confed Cup. That's how good they were.
Yeah.
That's how good they were.
That's true.
Right? We brought up that argument. That's how good the German team was. So whatever it is,
yes,
that has caused the downfall is not the talent they're lacking. But maybe the coach needs to be gone and get someone with a new voice.
The coach.
Well, all I know, Liverpool dodged a bullet with Timo Werner. That man seemed to have lost it, man.
Diego Jota is better.
Timo Werner missing sitters. What does the bullet have to get?
What?
Buju, Mr. Moderator, tell them who next to talk. I four of them at one time. I mean, it's three of them. Anyway.
Kush, you have the floor, Kush.
Me? All right, Kush, go on.
As I say, Timo Werner, call like somebody who will be at. I never say a man can miss it, so yet. Yo, me thinks they could have gone and kick a ball instead when him look up and say a Timo Werner. But he might try to build a youth confident. You'd still kick it up. I think Chelsea have got to bring him along at St. Thomas and wash off for you.
Kush,
no you, brother.
Kush, no better to the show.
Yo, me after Greg teacher.
Alright, Buju.
Greg, get on the floor.
Who not talk about the Confed Cup? Bruh, who they played in Confed? Who they played in Confed? Remember, say the winner of the Confederation and the Brazil team were not Brazil. Chile they were in Buck. That would have been their biggest competition. The Chile team with them Buck did water down. So you couldn't use
golden generation for Chile. What you talk about?
Listen up. Hear me say now. When I say them play the Confederation Cup with them B team and the under 23 team and look so impressive. Me I tell us that they never go up against no major teams like that in the Confederation Cup. So of course them could have looked good. They never go up against the other European dominant teams in the Confederation Cup. They never go up against the other big teams from South America. You see me? Then go up against Chile, Australia, whoever was the African representative. Them teams that they go up against in the Confederation Cup.
But
So
Chile
of course they could have looked good.
Chile did run through South America the year before with the same set of players.
3 years in a row, Chile used that same set of players and that mash up Alexis Sanchez. So by the time they get to Germany in the Confederation Cup, them went down too. I won't be a done team book at the Confederation Cup.
You're the Arsenal crying.
No, if they went face like a France or a Spain in a Confederation, yo, me attack. If they went face like a France or a Spain in a Confederation Cup, we could have said something else. You see me? But they went up against weak teams, so that was nothing to use and judge them. And yes, the coach need to go. As a matter of fact, they already semi-retire after Euros. Euros are far up this summer. Yeah, they already semi-retire after Euros. But me I tell you, say this squad of players is not as good as the match they had before. Remember, they still haven't found a striker. You see me? And their midfield, them used to have the Schweinsteiger and Ozil in the midfield. Philip Lam, who was I mean, Kimmich is close, but Lam could have played anywhere on the pitch, basically. They haven't replaced those players, really.
And
They
Muller.
continue to depend
That's a
on
good one.
Serge Gnabry.
Hurts can them on the ball.
Hold on, Greg. Hold on. Let's be honest, man. Gundogan this year has been Gundogan this year probably has been the best midfielder in the Premier League. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Greg?
Then you
Gnabry.
know, hear me? Did you hear me? Didn't you hear it just say? Them have depend on Gundogan and Gnabry.
Man, you fan. Nobody forward with little Bruno, you know. Right? Nobody forward with little Bruno. This year, me say. Right? Nobody follow little Bruno. Right? Because we have an image for Bruno on this thing.
Jiggy,
So,
I did say they're depending on Bruno. I mean, Gundogan and Gnabry. That's all they're depending on right now.
Kimmich, Sane, Gnabry.
Sane, they not play nothing. Today the man have Sane, or they not play nothing. Him have Kai Havertz. That was a big mistake. Havertz is at 10. Him have Havertz to play the twin striker with Gnabry today. So I mean, yeah, probably part of it is the coaching, but they're not as good as the 2014 team. The 2010 to 2014 team. Because remember that 2010 team where kick out Argentina out of the commission. That team was very good too. I lose to Spain. You see me?
Greg, you have a question in the comment section.
Eh?
You have a question in the comment section.
I tell you.
If it's just the
for Confederation Cup. Yeah, for Confederation Cup, I just the winners are each confed. CONMEBOL, CONCACAF. I think one confed get two teams when I play Confederation Cup. But it's Oceania, CONMEBOL, AFC, CAF, and CONCACAF, and Europe. Where Chiki gone? Him not say him next. I like how Chiki not there. Black solely floor again. Yeah.
Well, you talk about when Havertz played the false nine for the team when he was in Germany, so he can play. And he did it for most of last year before he moved to Chelsea. He was playing that false nine position. I never really liked him there, but that's where he was playing. The problem what they have is a player like Muller, who then basically retire. If Muller, where's the other player they retire? They retire two players. Basically.
The black you two players centre back.
That's what the team seem to miss. You see, they must say Germany is in a transition, but it don't seem like you have no transitional players. One player good players who are still there, who they bring the youngsters them in, who actually can, when things start get hard, then can build back and say, hey, in 2014 we went through this already. You know, but who is that player? Right now, people like Emre Can, who is a veteran in the Germany side. You know, Emre Can is not that player you want to look to for your guidance when things start to get rough. You want to have one player like Muller.
Emre Zidane a baller, man. Liverpool great, you know.
And there's a reason why he doesn't play for Liverpool right now. Because he doesn't have the right mindset. He wants to ride the bus instead of push the bus. Yeah? But as I said, right now, Germany don't have those transitional players. I think them get rid of some players too early. And such, right now, they don't have no. Who on this team actually won something with Germany? When the last World Cup with Germany? When the last time they won?
Who was on the team?
Yeah.
You know, maybe stay again, probably. Won something.
He was a goalkeeper for the last time they won the World Cup.
No, man, no, yeah. But I think he was the backup keeper.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When things get rough, me always believe you go back to players who have done stuff for you, who have won stuff. And those players help the others to get through there, you know?
Newell is all, Tony Cruz is all, and the centre back is all. These players are all the players.
In the German league.
But they kick them out of the team, basically. They say they can't play for them anymore.
Exactly. And I think that's the problem that they had.
So you're saying they should leave a couple old players to play with the young players?
You should. I don't believe you just change a team like that. Even a transition, you have to transition with some of the players them and to link with the new players them. You can't just kind of get rid of them and start afresh.
Yo, Pops say me can't change my Argentina or Arsenal jersey. Pops, those are the only jerseys me have. You
Pops,
can't leave
man,
one.
shirt extra small
You
and I
can't
have
leave
to come
one
off, you know.
sensible comment in the comment section, Pops.
You see somebody from one Jarrell, and the only smart Jarrell list. There need to be a balance between experience and youth. That's the only smart Jarrell I've heard
No,
about.
but him sound like I am not debating whether or not there should be experience. I'm asking you the question to further your point, sir. You know, but they're still old. You know.
Jiggy, one name there was a part of that confed team, and he was on the periphery of the 2014 World Cup team, but them just get rid of him. Shane favorite young midfielder.
For Germany?
Draxler.
Draxler?
Yeah.
Julian Draxler?
But
Yeah.
Greg.
Eh?
Nabry can play at the striker, you know.
Yeah,
No.
but can he defend for the team too?
No, he's a winger. Nabry is a winger.
What you mean he's a winger? Bro, Nabry can play the striker.
Nabry is a winger.
Yo, who are next? Where next country?
Greg, the man played the fast 9 for Bayern Munich and go in 9 love. Or 10. So no do it. No do it.
Hell no, he didn't play for Bayern. He was playing as a winger. No. When coach, Nabry no back way up for Bayern. When Nabry there Bayern win in a Champions League. Attack na me back up.
Greg, when you say we weren't in the Champions League, which club are we talking about?
Arsenal. They say we weren't.
I was want to confirm which team is not in the Champions League.
Tottenham. And I fast 9 Nabry that play, brother.
Coach, get the facts.
You see me? The man bag up Tottenham and score about a trick idiot.
Bojo, who next? Which team next?
Should we move to England?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're ready for England enough.
Yes.
England is a hot topic now. Bojo, what you have to say?
We can't leave England to rice and peas. What about France or Spain or Italy?
Wait, me don't want to talk about France and Shane there, but he not there. But either way.
Okay, so we can leave France next day then.
No, man, we
Alright,
can't talk about it. We don't watch the game. Me don't watch the game, you know.
Me not watching that game.
Me never watch the France game.
I think most people watch England game. That's what we're
England
watching.
game.
Watch England under
The
21.
thing with France game,
That count?
No.
the thing with France team, you know. France team want to play Mbappe as striker. When then they need to play Mbappe as striker, bro. Just put him out wide. It's simple. Nobody can mark him out wide.
Well,
Yes,
they
me.
play with 2 forward today.
You don't need to play Mbappe as striker.
Giroud claiming position.
No. Them not use Giroud today. They use Griezmann and Mbappe. Them play 4-4-2 today.
Yeah, because them use Lamar and Cole.
Lahu?
Yeah,
Lemar.
Bro,
Me did
Lamar
not
play no
want to
good football from Lamar left Monaco, bro.
People like Lemar and Martial
because-
can make France team, but Lacazette can't make it.
Lamar
It
not
makes
play
no
no good
sense.
football. So
Martial. Whoa.
Kush, Martial
Right,
is not
forgot
playing
I
as
was
good as
dressing.
Kush. Don't make your money, you bias get the best of you. Martial is not playing as good as Lacazette.
It
Don't do
doesn't- Listen. Like a who?
Hey, gentlemen. Tomorrow the Premier League
Don't
review.
forget
Let's
Shane.
leave that
Don't
for the
forget
Premier
Shane,
League
bro.
review.
No,
Premier
but
League.
me I talk about players where France should have. You know, me not say how Lemar and them make it and Lacazette can make it.
Well,
This has nothing to do.
Yeah,
This has
cause
nothing to do with Arsenal.
me see France team. Dembele finna France team and start. No matter which way, which how. Dembele need to play for one I win them. Mbappe need to play for one I win them.
I guess because of the formation when you play, that's why I not play Dembele. Probably if you ain't go 4-3-3
Yeah, that must say.
or 4-2-3-1, Dembele would have played. But him use a
Cause him
4-4-2.
use Pogba and Rabi as the two holding.
Yeah.
Him use Pogba and Rabi as the two holding. Griezmann in a middle play the 10 and Coleman and Lamar on the two.
So who you say is playing? Who you say is playing the 9?
Striker.
He play Mbappe there today.
No. Me talk about Kush. Kush, who would you play at the 9?
Play Mbappe.
You would play Mbappe at the 9?
Honestly, no, I put Mbappe out wide.
And who you play the 9?
Either Griezmann,
Giroud. That's who should be there.
Giroud, man.
Yeah,
Slow, bro.
but he's still Mr. Reliable though. But
Very much so.
probably Lacazette will play 9 still.
Yeah, can do that. Them can do that.
No, leave Lacazette out of this. Let Lacazette stay at Arsenal and keep fit.
No team can win anything with Lacazette in the team. Can't win anything.
Wow. All right. What about Ben Yedder? Manu fans are not chatting at the
Ben Yedder kill off Manu with it 2 years ago.
No, coach, that was not personal. We just asked about a ball away.
Bro, the man said Jermaine Defoe can't do nothing, bro.
Thanks remember about Ben Yedder.
No, but Ben Yedder is a good striker. I mean, them come like Belgium still well before they had the start. Just a bunch of winners and Portugal without a real striker.
Them for bench that brother boy named Ben Yedder, and for bench him till them can't bench him no more.
Them have some young strikers still in, but probably him not ready to bring them in yet. Like the youth at Celtic, the score for the under 21s today, and the one at Atletico, Dembele at Atletico.
The one to pass out the other day, the one to drop them.
Yeah, oh coach. You have to bring up that.
Yeah, him probably not play football first a year. Him probably not play football first a year though. So
so can we run through the other results and just quickly skim past them?
Black step on time, you
know. Because well, nobody no care about Greece and Georgia. Them can keep. They never need to play. Spain dropped 3-1 today. How Spain team look?
Didn't watch the game, but them have a good mixture of experience and youth.
Bro, first of all, them playing now, how can we even assess that? Let's be honest. How can you assess it? Kosovo them play. They struggled 2 days ago and they play Kosovo and play well today. How can we
Kosovo make the Euros the last time?
Jiggy, you can't say because of Kosovo because Macedonia beat Germany. So you can't underrate Kosovo.
Bro, Germany players focus on women now instead of playing football.
Italy is undefeated. Italy win 3 games. What about Italy? They are one of the few teams that win 3 games.
Same thing. Youth and experience in a Fidel squad because Immobile strike. The man then bring back all El Shaarawy. I not even know say he back in the Italy squad.
Yeah, Immobile what? 31 ma play ball about 12 years now.
Italy always have experienced players in them team.
Yeah,
that's true, Bojo.
And them still have Juventus defenders.
Yeah,
Denmark group is weak, but them win all 3 games also.
Who Denmark play?
Denmark, I think they're 40, right?
Yeah, Denmark score first. I think Austria are on team there.
That the team, David Alaba.
Yeah. And Arnautovic, right?
Yeah, them have a good team. The youth where they Arnautovic in the game, but the youth where they are Leipzig, Sabitzer. Know that you were in the field for Red Bull Leipzig?
Yes. The one who everybody are looking upon right now.
Yeah, he play for them too. I'm Alaba, the big players in the team. But for Denmark, give them 4-0 at home.
You see, and you see that's what I said, I hate when people talk about CONCACAF and disrespect CONCACAF. See, Scotland play Faroe Island today. You tell me say that 11 people can find a Faroe Island who can play football?
They played for money. The island need money. They're playing for money. You know, Scotland paid them to play this game. Let's be honest.
No, honestly, those things are ridiculous, man. San Marino play Albania. Who is that San Marino?
Bojo, I'm ready for England now, you know.
Yeah, we're going to go through all the games them so far now.
Sweden win, but then I use Ibra.
Was he on the
They don't
bench?
play the first game, though.
Eh?
What am I doing? Managing minutes, him play the first game.
I didn't play the first game.
Yeah.
Them have some good players, guys.
He get the
Remember the
assist
little
in
black
the
dude
first
who
game.
used to the dark man, Isaac, however them pronounce his name, quick. Him the La Liga, you know. I think a Villarreal him there.
But no, Sweden game was a friendly, it wasn't a World Cup qualifier.
Oh, Sweden, a friendly Sweden play?
Yeah, it was a friendly they played.
Oh, I never knew.
Okay, that's why I didn't play.
Okay.
Zlatan will tell her that he doesn't play friendly. Friendly play him.
Yeah, Travis. Yeah, Travis. Travis a flop at England. So you go.
Iceland, Liechtenstein.
Oh, you say that again, Greg? No licking on the blood, Greg.
I know. I said
It's not the black
Liechtenstein. really, chicken.
Yo.
Yo, what kind of licking argument the one on the
How do you pronounce the side? How do you pronounce the side of him?
Lich, not lick. Liechtenstein.
Okay.
Man. Alright, so that's the mediocre game then.
You know, last time I asked a question, and I still think that this is gonna be a big thing in all of these qualifiers. I think the lack of fans in the stands is gonna change a lot of things about football, and moving forward, you're gonna see a lot of results that you don't expect to see, you know, just because that. You know, you don't go to Germany and hear one big crowd. The Macedonia didn't even maybe feel that they were in training today, playing against Germany, you know. Into that we had 50,000 Germans screaming off their head there trying to start World War II again, you know. So I believe that the lack of fans in the stand is a big factor right now, and some teams just not use it well, just like our team, Liverpool, Jiggy. You know, if we had those places at Anfield, you know, that thing's different. It affects some teams more than others.
Blacks, but just a Premier League is for another day. But when they bring up Liverpool, they
can't stop about Liverpool. They have a mute the mic.
Yeah.
No, we can't do something better. Good. Yeah.
Bojo, what you say? Ready for going to England now?
Yeah.
All right, the Three Lions.
Now for me, the mic.
Football is coming home.
Harry Maguire with the finish.
Bojo, you might mute. You might talking, but you don't realize you might mute. Somebody call Bojo and tell him say you might mute now.
Make Pops call.
Yeah, Jiggy. Yeah, but me still at here.
Okay.
You know what? Me that try.
Jiggy.
You remember the team?
Somebody
posted on the group today.
Yeah.
Jiggy,
can you talk to us about England? Jiggy, talk to us about England. Last time we had the conversation.
That's what I want to discuss, you know. I'll bring up the topic.
Tell us about England.
Yes, I want to bring up the topic and you guys can discuss it. Where you say unruly?
Our Sancho injured. He just not in the game.
Sancho, I didn't know he was injured. He's not. I don't think he's injured. He just not in the game.
No, in the heart. Before that happened.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard of any injury. Maybe I'm wrong, you know, because I didn't look it up, but he just didn't get in the game. But the reason I want to get into England, last night on the live, I said that England. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Excuse me, lack of man. Adam Traore. When Spain called him up, did he play? I know he has picked up an injury, but did he play?
Yeah, he played one game last year. He played one game last year.
A friendly or was it friendly?
I don't know if it was a friendly. I think it was a Nations League or something.
Does Spain not call him back again, you know?
No, but I had said that he should have
play for Mali.
I've been arguing that case that he should have gone and played for Mali. But I mean, you know, what to do?
Because the young them will come through now. They want them from Barca, Pedri and my name, Fatty. Anyway, going back to England.
Yeah.
Blacks. Get that comment in the Blacks.
I have no comment about Hector. Hector was last night. You see, Hector Hector is a... That's the reason we can't play Hector. Oh, it's the fans in my flavor. No, man. Hector needs to sit with the fans, man. It was not play last night. Hector need to sit with the fans, not play.
Yo, we have to go black. We have to go black Gaza for me comment, man. Man, bring up Hector. Come on, man.
Hector need to sit with the
Come
fans.
on, man. Come on, man.
Put the black pops,
Yo,
please.
yo, I'll be better than Hector.
Yo, talk about England. Yo, talk about England for real now. So yesterday I said that. Yesterday I said that England should actually win the Euros, right? And then earlier today on the blog we discussed the English team because someone had put out a preview or a purview, blacks probably, of two different English teams, and then Mr. Sports with himself challenged us to see if he could build two other teams. And not to my surprise, but England could actually enter this competition. They're going to enter the competition. I think they should be the favorites, personally, because of the squad depth. The only issue I think England will have
I think that England and France have the two best. When I say two best three teams them can bring in the Euros right now, England and France.
Like, I don't think injury can stop England right now because they have so many players.
How much defensive player can you play at one time? Like, FIFA should have a rule that you cannot play more than 6 defensive players. Because today, England play with 7 defensive players. Actually, at one point they had 8 defensive players. Can you count the goalkeeper? 8 defensive players on the field. That's what England was playing with. That's the team that's going to win the Euros.
That's what I'm saying.
That team cannot win a corner league.
Yo, hold on. Make we do it like last night. When somebody attack, everybody else mute their mic.
Okay. Black, stop. I mute my mic.
Well, I already said what I was going to say. England played today with 8 defensive players, including the goalkeeper, and 3 forward. And even when the game wasn't going good, they couldn't create anything at all. And they took off one of the forward in the 85th minute when they made the first change. They have 5 changes in this game. 5. They made only 3. The first one was at 85 minutes. And they took one attacking player and put on another one. So they actually played the game with 8 defensive players. A team like that, with a coach like that, cannot win a corner league. It will never happen. Football is not going back home to England, ever. It doesn't matter what. It's not going to happen. Not with a coach like that.
It's coming home to Argentina.
Greg, what you say, Greg?
I mean, I find it hard to disagree. Would I love to disagree? But I'm going to find it hard. I mean, we see even what year when he bring back Jesse and Coach and a shots at Manu. I mean, where you go back with them, the players? Kyle Walker, where you go with Kyle Walker? I mean, the man just stuck in him always. He come like just one dead donkey. I mean, donkey already stubborn. Imagine a dead one. Them need a different coach. They need a coach with some ideas. You see me? We did think say, all right, him younger, so him go forward with some ideas and do some stuff. But you can study England and know how to beat them. In not changing tactics throughout the game. Just like what Jiggy would have said about Klopp. I mean, at least you know Klopp will go out there and attack. You see me? Southgate is not like that. He might go out there and he might play one style. And yes, them have possession when they might play against a team like Poland. But when they go up against a France or a Spain or a Belgium, who go possess the ball more than them, then that's all them go do. Just sit back in the block. And not them alone have fast players in the world anymore. This is international level. You see me? He can decide to go sit back and then counter everybody. It's just not gonna work. So they have a big squad, they have a deep squad, but I expect them to reach not even semi-final of the Euros, to be honest with you.
All right. Let me unmute the mic unruly. All right, let me point out a few things. I already said that the coaching is gonna hamper England, but I'll point out a few things. England options at number 9. You have Harry Kane, Calvert-Lewin, Bramford, Ings, Watkins. And obviously, I'm assuming that these players are not going to be injured, right? That's their choice. That's what the coach have to choose
and
from.
Rashford, if you want to.
No, but with me now put him at number 9 because they have so many other ones. So me I say, if you are playing him as a winger or whatever, you say Rashford, Grealish, Hudson-Odoi, Sterling, Sancho, Saka. I might have left off, I don't know, maybe Smith Rowe, you put him at a number 10 or over upon the wing. I don't know.
Harvey Barnes.
Oh, so Harvey Barnes is here too now. So Harvey in a midfield / wing, some of them. Foden, Barnes, Mount, Smith Rowe, Madison, Bellingham just coming on. Lingard, we discussed last night, is going to be back in the team because the coach already in favorite. We don't know what Dele Alli is going to do. If him, as I'm saying, Dele Alli is a favorite of the coach. If he scores 5 goals, he'll be back in the team too. Rice, Henderson, Winks, Phillips, Ward-Prowse, Barkley. That is a deep talented squad. Right? And we're not going to the right backs yet. You talk about Walker, Trippier, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Reece, Yash. We have to mention Wan-Bissaka. And to me, Wan-Bissaka has improved over the last 15 games. Right? And disregarding injury, on the left side, they have Chilwell, Shaw, Justin, who was playing the best at left back, and is Mr. Sportswiz have to educate me and tell me that he's actually a right back. But James Justin was playing the best in the Premier League this year until he got injured. And you have Cresswell. Now you tell me how a coach can mess up that team.
So get it's simple, so get.
Well, he messed it up by playing 4 right back in a one game. The last international break, he played 4 right back in one game. 4 right back in one team he put in the last time.
That's 3.
It was 3? I thought it was 4. No, Kyle Walker was. No, man, Kyle Walker was playing as a centre back.
Kyle Walker, Trent, and Trippier. Can you use Trippier as left back and Trent at the right back?
You mute yourself, Jiggy.
But these days we use 4 because we use Rhys James as a winger too.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he use 4 right back now.
Yo, Blacks, you're probably correct because I think in that game he had brought on Reece and taken off some player 4 right back in that game.
Jiggy, hold on. You see that comment there?
Yo, so me can't see comment them.
Huh? Use your phone.
Which one? Who's comment, Bujo?
Man's not hot pep.
Still don't think England has the depth to go finals in the Euro.
You see that?
Me not think them are going to semi.
No,
so
I know the debt me, G. You mean the coaching? Because we just highlight the debt, you know.
The depth. No. Them have the depth. They have the quality players to do it. The coach just, I don't know, I can't even say outsmart himself, because I'm not that smart.
And some players that didn't even mention who are on the fringe, but we don't know. Greenwood, right? Mason Greenwood. Abraham, Axe, and Maitland-Niles, right?
Still have Loftus-Cheek.
And Loftus-Cheeks. So those are
players. Did you say
Axe? And one name with the Aston Villa, Barkley name, right? Ross Barkley.
Yes, Ross Barkley.
Ross Barkley.
Only Watkins.
Me name Watkins earlier.
Okay. No, the youth in the Leeds midfield, I think of Scotland. Tyler Robertson. No, I think Wales didn't play for.
Greg, the truth is, are we guilty of doing what the English media do? Hyping up for these players and claiming that they are so great and they are just not good enough. Are we guilty of that?
But them play good for them club teams. They've been playing good for their club teams.
I can answer that question. If people, we argue all the time, what is the best league in the world? And people say that the best league in the world is the Premier League, hands down, across the board. If you ever tell me that Grealish and Madison are the 2 best midfielders, or 2 of the best midfielders, top 5 right now, then how are you going to say that they are not good enough? Right? In the Premier League, that would, if we're saying that the Premier League is the best league, and Grealish and Madison are 2 of the top 5 midfielders and Sterling's a top 5 winger, Hurricane is the number 1 striker, how are we going to then say that England players are not good enough or we are overhyping them? They are proving themselves in the league, right? But yes, they have failed over and over, but that's not our fault. That is the coaching or the administration or whatever, our heart, I don't know what it is.
Somebody have a lot of feedback. Travis said the Red Stripe Premier League are the best league in the world, so you can go and talk your talk.
All right. We have 4 minutes for wrap up. Zane, go on, Blacks. Go on.
Well, again, as I said, England has the tools. They have the players. Clearly, I think it's a coaching issue, and I don't think I'll resolve it in this round. So that means England is gonna not win Euros, and they're gonna be not winning the World Cup. That's why I look at it, because you cannot win anything with this coach. This coach is just not good enough. It's like Lampard was good in the championship, but he's not a Premier League coach yet. So he got the job too early. Same as this coach, I think, got the job too early. He's just not good enough. What is this guy ever win before he get England job? It's like Oli get the job too early. What is he ever won before he get Manchester United big job?
He win a Norway, bro. Just respect Oli.
Listen, man, all me could have win a Norway. Me win a Turks and Caicos. Me win 3 national championship at Turks and Caicos. Don't tell me I can get Man U job.
But Connolly Towns.
Turks and Caicos. They play football at Turks and Caicos.
Hey, man, FIFA affiliate members don't play no you.
Yo, we're not talking about video game in the Blacks. I talk about football they play on the field and not
video
game.
2 minutes
Right now.
Jiggy.
Blacks game final statement. My final statement. England will not make it to the semi-final of the Euros. They know enough time for them get it together. I mean, there is, but they now get rid of this coach. If they get rid of him throughout the World Cup qualifiers, then they might see something different in the World Cup. They're not going to make it to the semi-final of the Euros. My team to win the Euros, even though I'm going to like them, I'm going to like some of them, ball of them, is Portugal. Because Belgium, even though they have squad depth as well, is also a novice coach. Kush can coach, Blackatty can coach better than him. France have a good squad, but it seems like they're not motivated right now. Spain, decent squad. As a matter of fact, the team that I think will challenge Portugal the hardest is Italy. And that is because they are Italy. They know how to win tournaments. So they're the ones I expect to challenge Portugal.
Where's the Euros being kept this year?
Minano.
In Europe.
I think it's England.
England won their only World Cup when it was kept in England. France, 2 World Cup are keep for France. Yeah, so is that what happened?
Yo, England and Portugal in the finals, bro. England and Portugal in the finals. How that? Hot Pep, I say him, bro. As I just articulated, if we are going to say EPL are the best team and the English players are playing the best in EPL, they are good players. We have to look towards the coach.
But that's the point. EPL is one of the best leagues because they have also some of the best coaches in the world play in one league. England have the worst coach of all of these teams. The man is worthless.
Wow.
That's true.
No, that's a strong statement for someone who the coach reached the semi-finals of the World Cup 2 years ago or something like that. That's a strong statement to say the man is worthless.
Yeah, but that'd be a penalty, Jiggy Hurricane kick 10 penalty.
Right?
Yes, that's true. They didn't create enough to score from open play.
And the coach refused to play attacking players in his midfield, so they will not create anything at all, just the same way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, thanks everybody for showing up. Don't know England, Portugal, another great day of football.
Go on, Jiggy.
No, but say another great day of football. I don't know, so we could go on for hours, but we have to stop sometime,
So my 2 cents, I will add England to the list of team where need coach along with Belgium, Germany.
Arsenal.
Tomorrow.
Yo, but you definitely you have to do South American football one of these days, you know, right? Because Greg wearing and me have to wear my Brazil jersey, you know, but me not have it here where I'm at. So. But we have to do South American football. Definitely.
For everybody watching tomorrow night, 8:30 if Greg early. 8:30. Tomorrow is the Premier League preview show. And
Premier
that
League
should
preview.
Arsenal.
Arsenal play Liverpool. We have to talk about that one, you know. We have to leave it to that one.
Jiggy. Right down a combine 11, you and black. See it? Now right down.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yo, put on the Cambodia jersey in the youth.
Okay, that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Subscribe to our friends. Just representing for Sports TV. Everybody,
push now.
Everybody themselves. I don't know. Peace.
See that, man, yo.